Good day, fellow FSPs. I'm Dion Hartung, a multidisciplined financial services provider, and I'm also a certified financial planner. I'm fiercely independent, and I've been that for the past 30 years. Today, I'm going to talk to you about a brand new initiative, E-surance. The problem for us who remain fiercely independent, as you may be, the fact that you are still independent is proving that. Today, I want to offer you a possible solution that may secure your future for longer. To survive the onslaught, point number one, gaining new business, absolutely, and then protecting your independence, absolutely. The thoughts on the solutions offered are not definitive, and your ideas and your contributions towards E-surance as an entity, as members, will be important throughout the developments. The participation offered to you was not thought out over Christmas 2014. This has been in development for the past decade. Business as usual, as it would have been in the past, but now also we've got to look after the process of regulation. I can understand there will be no excitement on regulation, and all that needs to happen concerning phase and other requirements would be, it must happen, and also with the least amount of additional time and effort on my part. Please just take care of it, and that's what we plan to do. The excitement, I would understand, however, lies on the business end of the situation. How can I earn more money? That's the bottom line. How do I get new clients? How do I get more leads? Stay around, I'm going to show you. The platform is on the internet and it's called www.e-surance.co.za. Please visit as often as you wish. This site, however, is all about canvassing leads and interest from members of the public and members of the business community. These people will, through various campaigns, which we are holding secret at this particular point in time, but it will drive traffic to the site. Imagine that you are the member of the public arriving on the site. One thing you will notice immediately, you remain anonymous. There is no need to say who you are, where you can be contacted, or anything of that, right from the word go. Information, it is said, should be free and remain so while you tour the site and gather indication costs. Not quotes, but enough to create interest and satisfy your inquisitiveness. Right guys, the unexciting part, but let's just show you how it's taken care of, is the regulation. This portion of the site will only be available to members and a login is required. Okay, let's have a look. We look at phase compliance. There are 12 categories of reports, including TCF and practice management. Free templates and downloads of draft policies. Updated at each and every change. We will then notify you of those changes. Section 13, for instance, you've got to include something new. We will then produce a new template, advise you, and you can go and download it and put your detail into it. Always compliant. Other compliance, Company Act. In terms of the Company Act, there's a triple bottom line, which we all have to fulfill. We can't just produce a profit. We've also got to look after our communities. We've also got to look after the environment. It's a requirement of the Companies Act. We have to do that. We can participate in groups to fulfill that. And also then, as a director, you can be sued with personal liability. So what do? We give you director's liability as part of the deal. Legal, a 24/7 helpline for you to address and inquire about anything that is happening in your life. Even a wife wanting to leave, you can ask them for that. But mostly, obviously, what happens in your business environment. There are 250 attorneys countrywide. There should be one close to you. We will also, as part of the funding, create a war chest. And if it's something of really serious nature concerning us in our industry, we will take money from that war chest to actually go and argue. All right, And we will also give you compliant employment contracts so that it coincides with phase requirements, not to just fire people, but take them through the proper process. Right, the very important one is financial. Where do I go as a small FSP to get money to expand my business? Business plans now have to be signed off by a CA. One of our board members is a CA, so he will assist. The most exciting one is the I have a crisis. We're not going to be judgmental. Whatever you consider in your own environment to be a crisis, that we will address through our board members that will represent labour issues, business issues, accounting, compliance, professional indemnity, and then obviously legal. My PI, we have negotiated group PI rates as an option. Review it on a requote, don't change now. The most important thing, cybercrimes, we are now including into that net. It's a totally unique situation. It's something that we are exposed and exploited on inside our own business without realizing. Then we also have online storage solutions. All the stuff that you've got to have, your policies and all those things. It has to be accessible for the FSP if they do an inquiry. You will be able to store that online and remain compliant. And then online compliance monitoring. That is where you can now get everything working from home, logging in once a month, once every 2 months, and declare certain things concerning yourself. You will know sensitive things about those people because it might just expose you. But now we look at where do we go with this? A whole bunch of outside opportunities. This might come under the next edition. But once you are a member, we will expose you to www.growbusiness.co.za. You will become the advisor on that particular site. www.veteransinbusiness.co.za. You can list yourself as a veteran, and what will happen is that if a person needs the services that you have, they can order time from you. Right. Thanks guys for staying this long, because I know the most burning question that you might have is the one on costs. And all I've done here is I've just compared very quickly to the FIA costing. My FIA cost me $457. My FPI membership cost me $454, and I am now soon joining the IFAA, which is possibly going to be the house for us in going forward. They only have 70 members, but truly independent, and they're costing me $2,000 a year. I will continue to belong to all of them because I'm gathering information as I go along. FPI I have to belong to because I've got a certified financial planner. Okay, so what do we cost? 450 Rand per month, and you get all of this. Guys, if you are excited, please go to the inquiry form that is attached to this email. Please complete it and send it back to us. I thank you and looking forward to working with you.